Hello, we are starting with the next subtopic as we were in the previous video discussing about the theories of evolution. From that we had discussed about the first theory, that is Big Bang theory. We are coming to our next theory. Name stays the same, like theory of evolution. But in that the matter is different. This theory of evolution proves something, tried to prove rather something else. So what it tried to prove, that we are going to see in this video. Now previous knowledge, if I have to brush up little, in Big Bang theory it explained that the universe originated from a single point and bursted, it had a jerk and it formed separate or scattered itself and formed separate forms of the objects what we have today in our universe. Same thing, little bit nearby or relative to itself or to Big Bang theory only, this theory states. It states that the living beings formed in the ocean. The very first primitive living beings began their life, or the living life began its life in the ocean and not on the land or not on the terrestrial habitat, but in the aquatic habitat. What began is the life which sustained today, or what we see today in the universe. All the living organisms formed themselves in the ocean first, and that those organisms rather formed in the unicellular form. As we know, the when we study in your last year in ninth standard, when you studied about different stages of life of an organism, the very primitive organism is what is the unicellular organism, that is a single cell organism. Same way, according to this theory of evolution, it states that the first organism was formed in the form of unicellular. If you see the second point over here, they were formed as unicellular organisms. Later on, from this unicellular organisms, they went on getting modified, they went on growing, they underwent the growth, and they themselves formed or converted themselves from unicellular organisms to the multicellular or the complex organisms, considering the unicellular organism as its base. And that is the reason why this theory is also the part of the theory of evolution. It stated that the organisms, every living organism was formed in the ocean in the form of the unicellular form, and later it got modified or transformed itself into the complex or the multicellular organisms. That is what is the part of theory of evolution. Then comes the point that changes which occurred in them for different types of changes. Now what do you mean by different types of changes? If we say I am changed from what I was during my childhood, right? But how do I say that I am changed? I am changed in different forms, in different facts, right? How do I say that? I am changed according to my height, I am changed according to my facial expressions, I am changed according to my hair structure. Rather, I am changed from my tip to my head region, right? That is all different, all round change I can say, and that is why I say that I am changed. Or if I take your example also, same way. But in this case, what we say, same thing we use. The change which is taking place for evolution to be proved is all round change, is a gradual change, is a slow change, and plus it is a multi-dimensional change. Now all round change means change overall. Everything in all angles the change is taking place. Multi-dimensional means the same. In all the angles, in different forms it is getting changed. And third thing, it is slow and gradual. Because we are discussing about evolution, and as we know, evolution is nothing but the slow and gradual change. Hence, the theory of evolution also tells that the change occurring from unicellular to complex, or from unicellular, from primitive to multicellular, is a slow and a gradual. Why gradual? Gradual means stages wise, not suddenly. I cannot say I have changed myself from the height of 3 feet to directly 10 feet height. It went step by 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet, 6, and then whatever I am with my height. Right? Gradual change, step-wise change, stages-wise change. Same thing here, evolution also took place, or evolution showed the changes which were slow and gradual. That is the reason it took years and years to transform a very basic primitive organism into a complex organism. Example is we human beings. We were monkeys, we were not evolved, though we were not unicellular, but we were simpler in the form enough. But today we are complex to understand. Rather, as a part of social thing, if you take, we have become a nuisance to the universe, right? Why? We have become a lot, unnecessarily we have become a lot intellect, right? Coming back to the topic, theory of evolution explains nothing but the organisms began their life from the ocean in the form of unicellular form, that is primitive stage, and transformed themselves into the complex one or the multicellular stage. And those changes which took place during that period were slow changes, gradual changes, as well as they were multidimensional and all round changes. I hope you have understood something about from this topic, that is theory of evolution. And after this explanation, I request you to write down these points into your classwork notebook which you will be forming. Thank you.